Just have a quick question on something else totally. Census numbers for Utah are coming out this week, being delivered to you. Has there been much going on by way of looking at redistricting already, or is that just something that you're not looking at because you're too busy with everything else? Anyone been playing with programming? Or?
So the question involving redistricting, and recognize the President Watts having joined us. We have not had any discussions about redistricting. We recognize that the numbers will be coming, but we will start those conversations in earnest in April, I would suspect. And so I think it's good that people are engaged in looking at different programs that are out there. There are some free programs that people can manipulate relative to how many districts there are, and certainly recognizing that districts will increase, I think is important. I see Senator McAdams.
I would add the state has signed a contract for software that we will be using and will be available on the internet for the public to use as well.
The only thing I would add to that is I know from the House side, specifically from our caucus, there is a desire and there's a proposal out to look at redistricting principles. So when we look at not just the numbers, but as we go onto this path of the redistricting process, what are some of the underlying principles and values that we will use in redrawing those boundaries? We've seen some of that discussion come up in other legislation related to redrawing boundaries, and Representative Chavez has a proposed legislation to move that discussion forward as well.
Let me invite the President to offer any comments on this if he cares to. He's gracious enough to let us have a say in his availability, and so I don't know if you want to add anything about the redistricting process.
I think you covered it. It starts in April, but also
Okay. So obviously it is a bit early relative to be looking at this issue. We're understandably still concerned about closing the budget for this year. We've got some very important issues facing us, immigration not being the least, and so there's still plenty of work to be done before we get into redistricting.